Ready to ditch those fluffy cloud ideas about heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get real, right?
Yeah.
Today we're diving into some seriously detailed descriptions of the afterlife.
Oh, you mean from?
Yeah, from that 18th century Swedish mystic, the one who claimed he saw it all.
Oh, right. And wow, talk about details. It's wild. He describes heaven, hell, the people there, what it's like reading someone's travel diary.
I know, it's nothing like the vague harps and clouds we usually hear about.
Nope, not at all. It's next level afterlife intel, this guy.
Totally. And I mean, he didn't just peek behind the curtain, right?
Mm-hmm.
He claimed he actually talked with angels.
Wow.
Saw how heavenly societies work, even got a glimpse of hell.
And not the fire and brimstone kind either.
Right. Exactly. Way more intricate, kind of psychologically fascinating, you could say.
Yeah. What strikes me is how different it all is from those traditional afterlife stories.
Yeah.
Like, take heaven, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking one giant waiting room in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, he's talking about all these different societies.
Okay.
Each one, get this, like a mirror of a single soul.
So, wait, hold up. So you're saying heaven is less about pearly gates and more about, finding your crew?
Yes.
The people who really get you share your passions.
Even after you're gone.
Right.
At least that's what he believed. So if you loved music, art, heck, even something specific like baking,
yeah,
you'd naturally end up with people who feel the same way.
So no streets paved with gold then?
Uh-huh. Well, he doesn't say there's no beauty or anything. Right. It's more that the real treasure is spiritual, not material. He describes this world like pulsing with energy. From the landscapes to the air, it's all vibrant, divine.
Okay, now that's a visual. But what about the residents, huh? Are we talking stereotypical angels here?
That's where it gets really interesting. He insists angels, they look just like us.
Wait, what?
Clothes, houses, everyday stuff. You wouldn't bat an eye if you saw one on the street.
Hold on. No wings, no glowing halos or anything.
Nope.
So what gives?
He's big on this idea of heaven reflecting the divine human of a Lord. Basically, everything there, even how angels look, it mirrors the true divine.
Which he saw as
having both masculine and feminine, a balance.
So angels look human because they show this fuller picture of the divine?
Exactly.
That's definitely not what they teach you in Sunday school.
Nope. And don't think they're all the same either. He was adamant about angels being incredibly diverse, each one with unique experiences, different levels of wisdom.
So you got your newbie angels, your veteran angels,
right.
Maybe even some angel influencers or something.
Something like that. He even wrote about kids who died young growing up in heaven, totally unaware of earth, like they were born there.
Wow. That really makes you think differently about, everything. But okay, if they look like us, do they talk like us? Or is it all, heavenly hymns 24/7?
Let's just say you might be surprised. It's not harps and choirs up there.
Okay, so what is it?
Picture this. A language where thoughts and words, they're one and the same. Each word packed with meaning. Like way beyond what we can grasp down here.
So it's not just what they're saying, it's the energy behind it.
Exactly. He even said angels could hear a few words and know your whole life story.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, they pick up on your intention, the feeling behind every syllable.
No time for small talk up there, huh?
Not exactly.
That's intense. But okay, if heaven is this whole other dimension, how does it connect to us here?
Good question. This is where his correspondences come in.
Right. The symbolic language thing.
Yeah. He believed it's woven into everything, like connecting the natural world to the spiritual.
Okay, so give me an example. How does this actually work?
So, take animals.
Okay.
He thought they represent different desires in us.
Like what? Give me an example.
Sheep, for instance. They're all about innocence, loving what's good. But birds in flight, that's thoughts soaring towards higher truths,
Interesting.
And it goes beyond animals.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He wrote about how trees, they symbolize different kinds of knowledge. Even colors have these, vibrational frequencies, each one matching a spiritual state.
So our world is basically a giant metaphor, then?
That's the idea, divine messages hidden everywhere. We just need to know how to see them.
I like it. So are you telling me there's, a secret code in the Bible, too?
Well, he believed the whole thing, the word. It's written in correspondences.
Wow.
Not meant to be taken literally. More like divine symbols pointing to deeper stuff.
So those Sunday school stories, there's a whole other level to them.
Exactly.
Man. Okay, so if we're swimming in these messages, do we got to give up all the fun stuff to get them?
He wouldn't say that. It's not about deprivation.
Okay, good. Because?
More like shifting your focus. He thought real heavenly life isn't ditching the world. It's about, transforming how you experience it.
So I can keep my Netflix.
It's more about what's going on inside, aligning your will with, as he called it, the Lord's will, which is basically a state of pure love and wisdom.
Right, right. Makes sense, but how do we even do that? Bridge that gap between our desires and this higher purpose?
Starts with looking inward, figuring out what makes you tick.
Okay.
What are your deepest loves? What drives you? Is it all about you or about something bigger?
Like a self-inventory, right. See if your motivations are, high vibe.
Exactly. It's about waking up to your choices, realizing they have an impact in this life and the next.
Okay, so if we're constantly choosing, shaping our destiny, what about free will? Do we actually have a say, or is it all pre-programmed? So it's not like, a cosmic game of chutes and ladders, where our choices just send us up or down automatically.
Right.
We actually have some say in the matter.
Exactly.
But what about the folks who, make a lot of not so great choices? Are they, doomed, or is there still hope?
He was sure about this. The Lord's love, as he called it, it's for everyone.
Okay.
Even those who've, strayed from the path.
Right, right.
He truly believed everyone could turn towards the light, choose love over fear, even after death.
So no eternal damnation then? Nobody's stuck forever?
It's not that simple. He did talk about a state of being called hell, but not the fire and brimstone version. He saw it more as what happens when you keep choosing selfish, destructive desires.
So like an inner torment?
Yes. Feeling trapped by your own negativity.
So less about external punishment, more about internal suffering.
Exactly. And he said this torment, it's different for everyone. Depends on what you did, right?
Okay.
He described all sorts of hells, each one with its own flavor of negativity and consequences.
But your personal demons finally catching up.
In a way, yeah. But even in these hells, he believed change was still possible, redemption. He really stressed that the Lord never gives up on anyone. That love is always there, guiding them back to peace.
That's a hopeful thought. It's about growth and healing, ultimately. But if what we do here shapes the afterlife, what does that even look like practically? How do we align with this Lord's will we're talking about?
He believed it starts simply. Cultivating love, being compassionate every day.
Okay.
Treating others right, being honest. Basic stuff.
So I don't have to, quit my job, become a monk.
No, he wasn't saying to run from the world.
Okay.
It's about transforming how you experience it, finding those bits of heaven right here, right now.
So not earning our way in, but creating heaven within ourselves.
Exactly. And he saw this as an ongoing process, something you never stop working towards, even after death.
Really?
Yeah, he described it like a constant evolution of the soul, becoming more and more aligned with the divine.
So angels, they have room to grow too. They're not just hanging out on clouds.
Right. He saw the afterlife as dynamic, always learning, not static. Even those who'd reached a high spiritual state, they were always striving for more. Deeper understanding, even greater love and wisdom.
Wow. That's a lot to process. So there's no finish line even in heaven.
Right. It's about embracing the journey, realizing that everything, every moment, it's all a chance to learn something.
Yeah, I get that. So it's not just a random string of events, but more like, what did you call it? A divinely orchestrated tapestry.
Exactly.
Woven with purpose, meaning.
He wants us to approach life with a sense of wonder, always looking for those connections, those deeper meanings that show us the spiritual side of things.
Like he's giving us new eyes to see the world with.
Yes.
Finding the extraordinary in the ordinary.
Exactly. And that's a perspective worth cultivating.
Couldn't agree more. Well, folks, there you have it. Our deep dive into one seriously mind-blowing vision of the afterlife. Until next time, keep exploring those hidden depths. And remember, heaven's not just a destination, it's a journey.